Recording in progress.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It is your boy, Andrew Schultz, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes. And who am I with as always? Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggie. Talk shit or get off the pod, episode 211. Wasn't that like a R&B group? 211? Peaches and Cream?
Yeah. No, you're thinking 112.
112, fuck. That's
But
my
there's
dyslexia.
311. Yeah, but 112 with the I see you looking at me. I can tell by your eyes that you feel me. Yeah, that's a banger. Close to
Such
me.
a banger.
My drop tops in the parking lot, and I want to take you back to my spot. Hey, that's so underrated. Like, so, man, never got enough credit.
Welcome, motherfuckers.
Better than, what's it called? Jagged Edge, who just had Where's the Party At, which is a banger.
I'd say it's like 112's like Pretty Ricky, you know, they're like 1-2.
Oh, you're doing that, dude? What neighborhoods you been hanging out in?
LA, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
No Kimaka.
Yeah. How high do your socks go? Ese?
Careful.
Dude, I'm certified out here.
Oh, you are? I didn't know.
Dude, my dog's name is Weta Cruz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, oh, that's your perrito dog? That's pretty cool, Holmes.
Hey.
No, see, if you can't do it, you got to practice. I've actually
I know, like, I don't actually try. Yeah, I'm not hanging out in the kitchen like you. But no, I did meet I met a guy one time in the parking lot on the avenue in Ventura where all the homies hang out, and he had a pit bull in his backpack, and he was wearing his backpack in the front, and it was like it was a puppy pit bull, and I had Weta Cruz, and he sees me he's like, hey fool, he's like, is she cool? And he like comes over, and I start like the two dogs meet, and this guy's like OG tatted up, and then all of a sudden he's like, what's her name? And I was like, Weta. He goes, shut up, Holmes. My name's Wedo. And then two of his gangster ass friends like turn the corner, and then he's like, hey guys, he's like, dude, listen to this. His dog's name is Weta. And they look at me. I'm like, yeah, dude. I was like, I didn't name her. I just got her from the shelter. And they're just like, okay. Like they're like hella confused why this white guy named his dog Weta. But here we are.
Oh yeah, nice.
Shout out Wedo from the Ave.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool interaction. Life's full of them. You just got to be ready for them. And you'll bump into random ass people like that.
I mean, I've just got stories for days on the Ave.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I feel like we both are. Like, I don't know. I've always been like just a vagabond and adventure where like I'm like, I think I told the story one time in Austin. I'm walking from work to the weed man's house. There's three
What's
dudes,
a weed man?
like scooping up. You know, I'm going to go see my
Get a dispensary.
This is way before that was even a thing. But right up Guadalupe by the Whataburger, that's just like ratchet as fuck right there in West Campus. And I had to go down by like 26, like block 26 or something like that. So
are you doxing this guy? The weed man?
No. But on my way there was like 4 dudes outside a car that was running, and they'd locked the keys in the car. And I was like walking down the street, and I was like, hey, like, I was like, who do you guys have? Like, can you get into your apartment? And he was like, yeah. I was like, go get me like, I don't know, like a screwdriver and get me a coat hanger. And they're like, all right, bro, like super crazy. They
and
come
like
outside.
Snorkel or what?
No, like, I mean, so I had a roommate back in the day in Denton. He would lock his keys in his car like all the time, like constantly, to where he could like pop his window out. It was this crazy system where he could break into his car pretty easy. And I was like, oh, like that makes sense. So whenever they lock their keys in the car, I end up basically helping them unlock the car door to get in. But I'm just like, it was just some random adventure where I was walking down the street randomly at night on my way to go do something in West Campus. Came across these like 4 dudes who'd locked their keys in their car with the car running. And they waved down like a taxi driver, and they normally have Slim Jims. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I'll Slim Jim that for $200. So I was like, don't pay this guy. I can break into your car. But I ended up being able to do it, and then just was like, all right, deuces, and just disappeared into like the darkness. You know, those are stories. You've got yours are a little bit crazier.
Hey, as your attorney, And as a black man that you in Texas, I'd advise you to not break into anybody else's car from now
No,
on.
they were there. They were present.
I
They
don't
asked
know.
me to.
I'm
It was a
totally okay,
request.
bro. Hey,
And these were
hey, come
different times.
break in this car for me, bro.
Obama was in office, dog. Obama was
Shout out,
running the
pour one
show.
out,
So
pour one out.
so it was a
Guess
little
who's not in the
different.
Epstein files? Uh,
Yeah, good God.
like, was there any doubt that he was? Come on. He's
Oh,
actually in the Epstein files, but it's just people talking shit about him.
yeah. Um, I guess there was a part where I saw where they were talking about Joey Bag of Donuts, and he got like invited, and was like, "Nah, fuck that." And then there's just an email talking about how like, oh, like he's not interested in like meeting you. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Tina Brown, who's like, she was like the editor of like all these like newspapers, like the New Yorker, like she's like big time in media.
Yeah.
She got invited, and then her response was, "What is this? The pedophile ball? No, I'm not going."
Do they have proof of that email?
Yeah, like that's how we know about it. She was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, why the fuck would I go there?" Like, it's like, oh, that's the normal response, not Howard Nutlick over here who says he like went there once in '05, and then now he's on camera, now he's on TV like today. This is our commerce secretary and chief diplomat, um, saying like, oh, he did go to the island, 7 years later after he said he never talked to him again. But he brought his wife and his 4 kids, and I'm like, bro, this does not make it better.
Yeah, he made it a family
You brought your
affair. That's great.
family to
Yeah,
the Epstein Island? This is, like, after
yeah,
you said you never talked to him again, you think this is better?
yeah.
Like,
No, I brought my kids. Everyone's like,
bro, I have all
no,
4 of
whoa,
them.
yeah. There was an
We
assortment.
stopped. He said we stopped in for lunch.
And we were
Yeah.
across. We were on a coast
Dude,
on
you
a.
guys are such homies that you're bringing the whole family over for lunch,
Yeah, it's wild.
and that's your excuse for why like it's not that big of a deal. Come on, dude. Howard
Um,
Nutlick.
there's not like an article about it, but what'd you think of the halftime show?
I thought it was good. I thought it was great. It came out with my own little reggaeton bop, Puerto Rican called Sexy Puedo.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. Did I not send it to you?
No, but you're always. I could see you doing that. I don't think you did.
Okay, well what I did was, and shout out to our boy Ray J. I translated Sexy Can I into Spanish and then made it into like a reggaeton Puerto Rican smash hit.
That's all you did.
It's not all I did, bro. That's
Is
it. Fine. That's it.
is,
I'll have to be. I'll play Sexy
is that
Puedo at
legal?
the end of this. At the end of the podcast.
So all you did was
Legal.
turn it into Spanish.
And then it's like a completely different song though. It doesn't sound like Sexy Can I? It sounds like a Bad Bunny song.
Okay, I mean that's smart. Yeah, it was pretty dope. I mean, I wasn't say it was like my favorite of all time, but it was really good. It was very
This
colorful, which I liked.
oh,
Like,
colorful. You could say
no,
that.
and that like,
But the Super Bowl, it wasn't like a party. It was like a few couples that came over and then me riding solo. Uh, but it was a very pro Bad Bunny house. So
that's good. I mean, yeah, it was definitely cool. I was digging it. Uh, no, the opposite one, the Turning Point USA one, was cringe as shit. There's this clip that they keep playing of this guy talking about how he's like, what does he say? He's like, I just want to kiss my fish and like wear my
oh yeah, no, I
boots.
saw that.
Like
Yeah, I just want to
what?
wear my
Like
boots. Yeah, and then I saw John Stewart's like he's like these are like the very achievable goals. He's like look, you're wearing boots right now. He's like I just want to feed my dog. It's like, but
have a
then he goes,
drink while I watch the evening news.
but then it cuts to a clip where he's like, and I just want to tell my little girl that little boys ain't, or I just want to tell my kids little girls ain't little boys or something
Yeah,
like that.
no, no, that's the next part. He's like, I want to watch the evening news. He's like, but then they tell me I gotta, they want me to tell my little girl that little boys are girls too, or something.
Yeah,
You're like, bro,
yeah.
what the? It's the most
So, yeah,
pandering,
but also
pandering
like I
stuff.
thought like that all these people were like over like didn't want to see Bad Bunny, but then they all had opinions on Bad Bunny's halftime shows. I was like, I thought you guys were watching the Turning Point one,
People watch the Turning Point one, but I don't think as
but
many.
like but then they're like but they're live tweeting the Bad Bunny one.
Yeah, and then apparently there was a lot of what's it called? They botted a bunch of their views. So there was like a bunch of views that they had where they like bought a
And then
bunch
I
of
saw
views.
this I saw this clip of like Kid Rock talking about the Olsen twins. He's like, everybody's waiting for them to turn 18. He's like, but what I say, and this is like when they're like 14 or 15. He's like, but what I say, if there's grass on the field, play ball.
Oh,
Fucking
gross,
Kid
dude.
Rock, dude.
Dude, yeah, well, he lip synced and they had a bunch
Yeah,
of
oh,
other
yeah,
cringy
no, no,
acts.
dude. You're a libtard if you think he lip synced. That's what he says.
Oh, yeah, he said it was a bad a syncing issue. Where he's like, but I'm
Syncing.
jumping around like a crazy man on stage, rapping my rap songs. It's like, dude, like, it's just super dumb, and it's just being divisive on things that you don't need to have. Like that, like the last big events that they had was what, like Charlie Kirk's funeral, which would look like a WWF like send like crazy send off with pyrotechnics. Now they're
I mean,
doing
it just to me, it just looked like a non-denominational church like Sunday.
halftime shows. They did that big stadium prayer thing for Charlie Kirk, which was really crazy, where they had everybody in the Cardinal Stadium, and it was like this big whole televised event.
I thought that was the funeral.
Was that the funeral?
Yeah, it was
Oh, I
like the
thought they had
memorial.
something
That was
else.
like the memorial.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that was. I think those were two separate things.
no, but no, no.
It could have
Fuck,
been
what
the
was I gonna
same.
say? I don't know.
Because it was like,
Uh,
yeah, maybe I just always they always see two different sets, and one of them it's like she's walking out on that stage, and it just looks wild. But either way, they're getting involved in these big showy productions now to like counter what everybody else is doing or what like the mainstream is going with, which is goofy as fuck. Like it's
oh yeah, I
more
remember. My
divisive. It's like turning the halftime show into a divisive wedge issue is so goofy.
yeah, back in the day, remember Woodstock '99? Like back when
Yeah,
that was happening. I got
yeah.
you know you're like I had a New York Yankees red fitted, like my boy Fred Durst, and I ball with the ball. You know, I used to tell people I'm gonna fight him. There's gonna be two hits, me hitting you, and ball with the ball playing in the background.
It's a
And
banger.
yeah, but my dad was trying to talk shit to me, and he got like a boomer. He got Kid Rock and Eminem confused, and he would try to tell me that Eminem wasn't actually from Detroit and he grew up like in the burbs. And I'm like, I don't think that's true, dude. And he was talking about Kid Rock. He's
Yeah,
like,
what that
because
cowboy song?
when you said,
Cowboy.
yeah, when you said like that Kid Rock said he was like out rapping his raps or whatever, like I'm like that sounds like my dad thinking Kid Rock is like a rapper. He's like, yeah, rapper, Kid Eminem. He's not even from Detroit.
Careful, Dad.
I think so. I think he
Yeah.
is.
Um yeah, it's just weird to make it like a complete and total wedge issue for no reason, and it's stupid, and what they did was like really cringy and looked really kind of boring. Um and if you're upset that that's not in English, I mean whatever, but that's just like
Okay, that's one thing, even though that's stupid. But saying it's like not American is like the dumbest thing.
yeah, that's where it's just like
It's
just
like,
lose
bro,
me with
that
that.
like yeah, it's like this what we're having games in Brazil. We got Coldplay, we got the Rolling Stones, we got fucking Celine Dion. Like the list goes on and on and on of people who aren't Americans
If
who've done the Super
if
Bowl. Nobody ever said this was supposed to be
if
America.
the guy if the guy who sings the song about kissing fish and wearing boots is your favorite artist, you're gonna watch that. Halftime, you're gonna be like, oh, this is it. This is his moment. He's not as big as he should be. I love his music. I'm not gonna be mad at that person. But if you're watching it in protest because somebody's singing in Spanish, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if you genuinely like some of the terrible acts that performed, or even Kid Rock, if you genuinely like Kid Rock, there was a period of time I had the Devil Without a Cause CD. I had the Ball with the Boss CD. I
Yeah.
had that CD. I think a lot of people did. That album sold a
I at
shit ton.
least I at least stole it on Napster and LimeWire.
Yes, that song is great. And now I use it to troll like my friends who drive motorcycles. If they're driving around, it's like ball with the ball or like American Badass. Like, because he got more cringy as it went. But he did like whenever he performed on NTV Music Awards, that was a big deal. And there's like a midget and there's a black woman playing drums. It was super cool. And you were like, damn, this is awesome. Look at how diverse this group is.
Hard R midget too.
And now he's, Jesus. And now it's
I don't
Now
even
it's
know what
this.
that means. Like, I just don't even know what that means.
I
I
don't know
thought
either,
midget
but
was like one
it's
of those
crazy.
words that were. I thought a
I'm not
midget was
supposed to say maybe. I don't know.
no. Like,
They
who's
had
gonna get mad at us? The midgets?
well, no, stop. That they had a little, they had a little person or whatever. But it was just like crazy. It was like what, and that followed up. Followed suit with like whenever Marilyn Manson was on. It was like oh my gosh. Some people's parents like made them go to sleep. Some people's parents let them watch it, and it was like oh my god, this is the craziest thing that's ever been on TV. Marilyn Manson just performed "The Beautiful People" at the music awards. It was crazy, right? That was like such a big deal. Or oh my gosh, Madonna and
Speaking of bangers, the beautiful people.
Britney Spears kissed. Oh my God, that was crazy. Like there was all that wild stuff where those were like big taboo moments.
Fucking glory days, dude.
Janet
Speaking of
Jackson's
speaking of
nipple,
Britney Spears,
which was
shout out
crazy.
Britney Spears. Britney Spears just sold her catalog 200 mil.
That's smart. That's what all the smart ones are doing. They're selling their catalogs, making new music, and because they're not going to see that much money from the rest of their catalog while they're still alive, so they might
Right.
as well just sell it.
Yeah,
That's
she
like the
probably needs the money, dude.
yeah.
Whenever I was a Pullman to the Stars, we got Vanessa Bryant's house, Kobe's wife, but it was Britney Spears' house right before that, and that was like the house she like was doing all the knives with and shit. That house is the most insane house I've ever seen in my life. Period, hands down. I signed an NDA, whatever.
I mean, just like really nice.
Like just like, and I'm telling you, I was like going to the nicest houses in America, um, let alone like LA, and out of all the houses, yeah, it was like what you would imagine the White House would look like if it was like fucking like on point,
Damn.
just like lavish, it's like some Succession type house or something, You're just like, what?
See, I
What is
love
this?
like the Succession style houses that are like really old and just huge, like big old houses that are just like timelessly big. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, but that's so think that, but like built recently,
yeah, yeah, no, I can.
but it's like that, yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like just like ooh.
Like an
Ugh.
office that's just all wood, like a wood grain, bookshelves everywhere and shit like that. And you're just like, oh, come talk to me in the den. Let's discuss business.
Yeah. So I guess it was Kobe's. I don't know if it was Kobe's house ever, or just she bought it like after he died, like because it was like right where the academy, Mamba Academy, is, where he was
Mm-hmm.
like on his way to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. How's life?
Life is good.
You
You know,
vibing? Vibes are high.
vibes are high right now.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, it's warming up out here finally.
It's raining right now out here.
Oh,
Not an atmospheric river, as far as I know.
atmospheric. That's my favorite, dog.
You know what? You know what they call that, right? It's a pineapple express. That's what that term means. Is
Uh,
atmospheric river.
why? I was
Because
told they call it a pineapple express.
yeah, Jesse, you were correct.
Atmospheric rivers, just gallons, hundreds of thousands of gallons pouring from the sky. Is it chemtrails? You tell me.
I think it's because it's like comes from the tropics,
Okay, it's a vibe.
some sort of like Gulf Stream.
Tropical
Some
vibes. Let's go.
I don't know. Would you like to start with therapy questions?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, y'all. Here we go. Therapy question number 1, Joseph. $20 million, but your friend turns into a baby and you have to raise them until they're 18 years old. Would you do it? What friend are you choosing?
I mean, I guess 20 mil. I mean, I'd have some left. I get to like raise the homie. So
You
that'd be
mean some
a little
left?
bit cool. Like, well, because I mean, you'd be spending a lot of that money raising this kid, so there might be a little bit left afterwards.
Uh,
You'd have 20 mil, but now you're raising a kid, single parent raising a kid, and you
right.
know what? My
How much do you think you get out of you get out
old
of there with?
dude, the bro deserves the best education, dog. What are you talking
Well,
about?
who?
I'm
Who are
looking
you
up,
picking? Who are
looking
you
up for
picking?
my home. I don't know. That's the tough part. So I don't know who I pick.
So, of course, I'm taking the fucking money.
Yeah.
uh, um, I'm picking Chase Daniel, Aaron Luna.
Okay, and why?
because I already know the greatness
Oh, so you would just like help
I
cultivate it
oh
earlier?
yeah, oh yeah, they're going way further in their careers.
You're just getting. I'm getting to them earlier. I mean, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That's smart.
For the audience, those are like the two best football players. One of them actually went and played in the NFL and made like
Yeah, won a
50,
Super
60 million
Bowl.
dollars. Yeah, won a Super Bowl. And then the other played professional baseball.
Yeah, like pretty much drafted out of high school.
Your boy
Um,
used to back up the NFL player. You know what I'm saying?
so that's not a bad idea. You could pick like one of your like the athletic friends and turn them into some. You know what I'm saying? I could see that. And then like long term, you'd have the money to pay for
Oh yeah,
training, pay for
and then we
coaching.
and then we big blind them. We big blind them, or right? Is that what it's called? The big blindside? Blindside them. We blindside them, like the movie and in real life, and where we get them to sign a conservatorship,
That's
and then
terrible.
we take their contracts. It's like,
And then just fuck them over, and then we spend that's so shitty, and then we end up in
dude,
court for forever.
you know how much money that is though? Chase made like $60 million in the league. If I'm training him even earlier, dude's like Matty Stafford or like Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. Yeah, I mean, because the greatness is already there, so
Yeah,
it's just like, how do we just like fine tune
how
it
do we
a little bit
position
more?
it? Yeah, get him the NLI money going too.
The NIL, yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Because they played
yeah,
with Chase was playing with no NIL, so he'd
yeah.
be getting paid, dude. He'd be in that portal, bro,
Dude, we would just
portaling it up.
every day. All right. Therapy question number 2. Would you rather every time you shower, there are 2 strangers in the shower with you? The people are different every day, and you can't take a bath instead. Or every time you go to sleep, there are 2 strangers in the room watching you all night.
I'd rather just two people be in the showers with you than have two people watching me while I sleep. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be too bad because depending on their level of involvement, like if shit pops off, are they gonna like wake up and like have my back? Are they?
But what are they? What if they're the ones who pop off the shit?
No, but I mean, they're just that's all they're doing. Is the deal is they watch me sleep, so they can't do anything because that's what the deal is, right? Every time I shower, 2 strangers are in the shower with me. They are different people every day, and you can't take a bath instead. Okay, so I gotta take a shower, and there's 2 randos. I'll have a big shower. It'll just be like, hey, what up? Just listen
And
to
and,
music
and
and
you're
go.
never gonna see him again.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So it's just
you
like
know,
whatever. It's weird for
and
them too.
and you're awake.
Yeah. The other one is like I'm trying to sleep and 2 people are watching me sleep.
Right, right, right.
But if now they end up they're just like if they're not gonna hurt me and they end up being like security, that's tight. Then I got 2 dudes, they never sleep. They're always watching my back, like come get me, right? Like you could turn that into something. But I'd much rather
But if
just
you have your
random.
special lady friend over, and then they're like they appear like right when you fall asleep, or
But
like
it's
when do they
only
come into
when
the
you're
room?
sleeping. It's only when you're
Right.
sleeping.
That's what I'm saying.
So you would have to go to sleep last. You would always have to stay up late. So the lady friend falls asleep with them not in there, and then you fall asleep, and then they would walk in.
Walking? Are they walking in? Like how are they getting there?
Yeah, or maybe there's different ways they're
It's like a
watching.
genie. They're just like appearing.
Yeah,
No, they
like
have to be in the room. You have to be able to see them.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
They
They
can't
have to
just
be
be like you're being watched.
noticeably. Yeah, they have to noticeably. You have to
Right,
know
right.
that
They
someone's
have to be
watching you.
physically present. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the people in the shower are physically present. But that's weird for everybody. So I'd rather the shower than having people watch me sleep. That
Yeah.
just
And
sounds
then are they
creepy.
naked in the shower?
I'm assuming so. If not, that's even weirder. If they just like appear, just 2 random people and they're fully clothed, that's ruining their day. Like I'm walking away clean and I'm starting my day. They were in the middle of it and now they're uniform soaked. And then whenever I get out of the shower, what? They're gonna go back to what they were doing before. Be like, where the fuck have you been? Why are you soaking wet and smell like Irish Spring Sport? Like that's not.
Oh, that's your wash?
Nah, I was just picking one. Just shout out
Okay.
Irish Spring
Hey,
Sport.
start paying your boys.
Yeah,
Start
pay
paying your
your
boys.
boys.
Jesus Christ, Irish Spring. How much more Irish do I need to get before you start paying us?
There was a time when that was lit. I remember the Irish Spring Sport commercials, and there was one with some rugby guy. He was like running around, and he was like, "Oh, just exaggerated in the accent." And it was like there's Irish Spring, which was the green one, and then Sport was like the blue and the white swirled one. That was like, hey, you doing some sport shit? You need this. You don't need that other. You don't need the green shit. You need the blue and white. That was about that life, for sure.
She was starting to dream. The dog, that is, for the audio. Um, Shout out Irish Spring.
On God.
On God. On pod. Therapy question number 3. You and 9 other people are trapped in a room and are about to fight a full-size male tiger. On the count of 3, everyone is going to say the name of a musical instrument. If you do not match with anyone else, you get that instrument as a weapon to fight the tiger. What instrument do you choose?
Um, like a good hitting something. Like you could say bassoon or an oboe. Oboe's got some length to it. It's a good range weapon. Um, Bassoon's got some girth. I I would be tempted to pick like a guitar battle axe from like Guar or a death metal band.
Okay, and then you're there with 7 other fucking dudes with a guitar,
No, but it's be a
hitting him with some
battle axe
acoustic wood.
a battle axe
Wood,
guitar.
wood.
No, it'd be a specific type of guitar. Or yeah, I do like an oboe or a bassoon. Like clarinet ain't gonna do shit. You ain't doing nothing with a trumpet. Trombone, I mean, I guess it could be 2 pieces, but it's like got a slider in it. At least an oboe's got some length. You'd be, ooh, like get the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? You get like use it like a quarter staff.
I'm going didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo, yeah, it'd be good. Wood, very
You
similar,
could
but wood.
swing it like a monk staff. You could hit it with some primeval fucking like warrior like sounds. Then the tiger's like questioning its timeline. It's like what the fuck's happening? Let's go. Or like a glass like harmonica. And then I'm fighting the tiger and I'm haunting it. Maybe though, like a cathedral organ. Now we now I got like 40 fucking feet of pipes, and I'm just laying this fucking organ down on top of this tiger.
True.
I asked somebody this question. They said saxophone.
See, I guess, but that's why I'd rather have like a bassoon or something that's going to be even bigger and have more girth to it. Because saxophone is like you could grab it, but it would still be short. You know, there's no
Yeah.
range to it.
What about like wind chimes? Not like a wind chime, all the chimes.
I mean, I guess that you'd at some point just have a big metal pole.
I
So
mean, you're
that's like
you're creating like surround sound anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
you're just like you're not even thinking about using these as what you're using them as acoustic weapons. Like you have it in your
I'm gonna
mind
blind the tiger with
that
like
you're gonna be
a metallic tangle.
attacked by a tiger and or trapped in a room with the tiger, and you're
Dude,
gonna
I'm
like
I'm like
bust.
fighting like in a yoga retreat.
Yeah, you're gonna bust out a flute and just like cause an acoustic nightmare for this animal.
What about an accordion?
That would be terrifying.
Expands, contracts. You got body armor.
Yeah,
You suffocated tiger mid waltz, homie.
and it slashes. The buttons would protect you. That's
Yeah.
true because it straps that goes in the front.
What about a Celesta?
With the Celesta, what are you? What are you just looking up at this point?
I did research on this. No one knows what it is. It's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Think about it.
Okay.
Because you have to think about what people aren't going to pick too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
That's why I
Final
said
therapy.
oboe. No one's picking an oboe. No one's picking a bassoon. Nobody's picking any of that stuff.
Didgeridoo. I'm in.
Didgeridoo's good. That's a good one. Bagpipe, just like blast it with sound.
Bagpipe
That
was
would
on my
scare
list.
that would
Bag
scare
on,
that would scare the shit out of them. That would
and
be
if I'm gonna go
terrifying.
out, if I'm going out, I want to go out to some motherfucking theme music.
It'd be like, oh my god, what the
Irish Spring,
fuck?
start paying your boys. I know that's a Scottish thing, but I think bagpipes are also in Ireland. I looked this up last.
Yeah, well, they're
St. Patty-
global at
St.
this
Patty's
point.
Day.
They're global at this point.
That's right.
Going global.
We're not cultural appropriating like Lady Gaga
Yeah.
or me when Sexy Puedo came out.
Yeah. Or when you're using AI to create Bad Bunny bangers.
I mean, I'm just using it to translate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just spreading the music. That is.
Right. Your boy doesn't know Spanish.
It's true.
Final therapy question. If we together
Jesus.
had to invade, conquer, and rule another country, what country would it be and why?
That's tough. See, I like Australia, and I love Australia. Shout out Australia, y'all are awesome.
One of the top listeners.
Strategically, like I like that. Everybody's pretty friendly. There's a lot of wild animals there. That'd be a good spot. I feel like that'd be a good like. I just think Mad Max like a good like villain hangout. Because at that point,
Okay, but if we're doing if we're invading Australia, we're invading it not like the areas where people are, but it's like where all the wildlife is. So we're invading the fucking spiders, the kangaroos, snakes.
well, we're befriending them, then they're on our side.
No.
And they help us take over.
We're conquering the spiders.
Well, but if we can befriend them. Oh, my neck. I'd much rather befriend them all and unite with the wild creatures. New Zealand, shout out New Zealand. Y'all are just really nice. It's pretty there. And it'd be small. I feel
New
like,
Zealand,
like we're in charge now. They'd be like, all right, sounds good.
yeah. It's got like a Hobbit aesthetic.
You gonna change anything? No, man. We're just gonna leave it the same. All right.
Yeah. Rule benevolently, free healthcare.
Sounds good.
Mandatory brunch. Dragons if possible.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like the person who's in charge already is like, I'm tired anyways. I just wanna.
What about Switzerland? Neutral forever? Not anymore.
Well, yeah, and you can snatch up take over the banks.
We're bringing
Swiss
vibes.
Banks got gold bars.
Mandatory fun. Taking over the cheese. National rebrand. We invade with charisma.
No, that's a little bit wild.
What about not a country? What if we conquer Costco? Raise the price. Hear me out. Raise the prices on the hot dogs and the pizza slices.
I mean, you would want to do a silent takeover, and then what you do is you would raise the prices, but then you would say like, oh, we're not trying to do that. Like basically, you would make it look
gaslight them like we're the Trump administration.
Yeah, like make it look like the previous owners of Costco are the reason that the prices went up, and then we will come in like, oh, we're gonna come fix the problem, but we don't. Bam. But we're viewed as the saviors, and then they realize that
Costco, Cosmo. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. A rebrand, Cosmo.
Rebrand.
Rebrand. Let's go, dude. We switching it the fuck up.
Shout out Costco. Start
Yeah,
paying your boys before we conquer that ass.
You know,
Switzerland was too easy.
Yeah.
You had to go to Costco.
See, but if we took over Switzerland, like I don't know, I've been watching the Hunters on Netflix with Al Pacino, where it's like, oh, we're caught hunting Nazis that escaped after World War II. It's pretty decent. It's pretty wild. I just feel like if we took over Swiss bank accounts, we'd find a bunch of like Nazi gold and stuff. And that's where we would give it back.
And the rest of the Epstein files, probably.
And that's where we give it back. We'd be like, hey, yo, look, there's all this Epstein cash.
We're giving the gold back to the Nazis?
No, the people that they stole it from. We'd be like, hey, shout out.
No.
Yeah. Or we would just disperse it. We'd be like, hey, look, this is tainted
I'm
Nazi
surprised you
gold. We
didn't
don't
say
want
you
it.
wanted to invade Greenland or Canada or Mexico or
That's already America. Why
Panama
would I
or
invade America?
Venezuela
Why would I invade
or
America?
Cuba or
America. It's
I
in the
thought about
Gulf of
America. I thought about
America.
it.
It's in
I
the
thought about
Gulf of
invading
America.
America, but no.
So, but then everybody be like, hey, these dudes took over Switzerland. That's messed up. And you're like, hey, our bad. Like, this is our spot now. But look, we found all this Nazi gold. Everybody take it. Come on, bro. People would love that. They'd be like, oh my God, these guys are great. And then they'd forget that we
But I
stole
feel like the
everybody
Swiss
else's
bank
money.
accounts are just too grimy. It's like taking over Binance. It's like okay, now we have like the mullahs in Iran, we've got ISIS, and we got the cartel as
And then
like
we
our
shut them
clients.
all down. Boom. And that's what we say. Like, we're keeping this cash and we ain't giving it to nobody because we're shutting down the cartels. And everybody be like, oh my God, this is
I did.
incredible.
It didn't really occur to me that two Americans talking about invading other countries is like probably not the best like
But,
look for
I
the
mean,
international audience.
But like I mean, we're talking about going in and distributing all the tainted wealth from Swiss bank accounts. That's
I
fantastic.
know, but like Trump's like it's same fucking thing. Greenland, they'd love to be like the
I know
51st state, dude.
that's why it's kind of funny. That's why I said, but why would we invade Greenland if it's already the 51st state?
That's true. What about Monaco? You know what I'm saying? It's tiny, it's rich, it's pretty much already a board game.
It's already a board game.
What about Liechtenstein? We might be able to just do that, not like on a breezy walk through the country. We not even know that we took it over. So even though they do listen to the podcast, shout out Liechtenstein.
No, shout out, but yeah, I mean, I
Like
guess
as
you're
big
just
as like the city I live in.
okay.
Not that we're trying to like side shame them or anything. I'm just saying. If we're thinking about like, how much control do we want? Qatar would be a good one.
Yeah, yes
They
and
just have,
no. We'd
I
have
mean,
to
they
like
just have
live in
like,
Qatar. We'd have to.
that's
That's
true. Yeah,
some
it's like
tainted
120 fucking degrees out.
yeah, that's some tainted wealth we definitely have to redistribute to the masses if we'd want to
Yeah.
stay. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I think, and if anybody could go in and be like, "Hey, look, you're a migrant slave worker who builds buildings in like 150-degree weather, and your family died last week doing the same job. Here's like $10 billion. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it."
Just get your ass back to Indonesia.
Yeah, no, you could stay if you want.
Oh
Like
yeah, or that
vibe
too.
out,
That too.
but it's
I
really
just
hot.
I was
So if
saying
you
it like
just want to leave,
I
I
was
get
saying
it.
like take this money and go home. You
Yeah.
know, like not like get the fuck out of the country.
Because if you want to go, you can. Because I want to leave.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
now.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
in charge to do this, and the moment this is done,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, we're
Like
gonna spend the money on like getting like AI to like pump the oil, and then we could all just leave. We'll just have the AI just pump the oil and continue the
Russia would
gravy
be
train.
cool too, just to like hold down Russia.
Take over Russia? That is a shit show. Just a gas station with a mafia like at the top of it, dude. Like, what do you want there? Fucking borscht?
I like
You
gas
want you want
stations.
vodka?
Yeah, and then we unite. We join NATO. We join everything.
I
We
just
would
take all their
just
potatoes and send them over to Ireland.
we would do just a cool bunch of cool shit. We have a lot of bears, gulags. There'd be some cool shit.
Oh yeah, the gulags.
Yeah, just let me
I mean,
know. Like,
we need some extra space of the gulags, you know, for this outgoing administration in a couple of years. It's gonna be
true.
a lot of candidates ready to
Yeah,
go.
a lot of people, one-way tickets.
Ooh, I didn't think we would get the Hague if we did go to Switzerland. So we'd be in charge of the International Criminal Court.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's in Switzerland.
Where do they have the seed silo? Where it's got is that Switzerland too? Where it's like
The
one
seas
of
was that
every
like every seed in the world that we
yeah,
know of?
it's like in some like nuclear bunker fallout shit.
Who knows? Who knows?
Because that'd be tight.
If that even exists. We're out here like just like taking out acres of the Amazon like
And then you start selling tickets. Like, you want to go?
to the seed
Boom.
silo.
Yeah. If the world ends, are you one in? Because we neutral,
Well,
dog. We staying out of it, but we gonna survive.
we're not neutral.
We would be. We would still. We would pretend to be neutral. We're Swiss. We gotta be like we're Swiss.
We just
We're
invaded
K
them, bro.
Swiss. K Swiss. That's all we did. Flag's the same. We just put a K in front.
How did K Swiss let New Balance just eat their fucking lunch? You know, on the dad shoes.
True. True.
It's like Skype letting Zoom just come in and swoop their shit. It's like Skype, didn't you exist? And then you let Zoom take your shit. Is K Swiss a dad show? I feel like it is, but maybe not. It's more like
No.
It's more like a, I don't even know. You brothers maybe.
What? Felt like it was everybody. It was like a cheaper all white shoe alternative.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who rock K Swiss back in the day, but you want them for the crispy whites. You weren't getting them for like blue. You were like, oh, I need these red K Swiss. Like that was weird.
Right.
You're like,
Right.
dog. But they were tennis. They were like four playing tennis.
Ah.
So that was like their
Start
thing.
paying your boys K Swiss. If is that even still a brand? Is that even still Marshalls?
Probably not. I mean, if it is, it's like a Marshalls
Not in
brand.
America. Not with the tariffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Need a break?
Let's take a quick 5 minute break. We'll be right back.
All right. We'll be back in a moment.
And then like in order to like at my in my sports book account, like you have like any money you deposit, you have to bet like that amount before you can pull any money out, so that people aren't just laundering money, like just depositing and then withdrawing it. But you just go to like a 50-50 bet that they're going to pay you 2 to 1 on, or like you bet 100, you get 100 back, and you just put half on one side, half on the other side. You're automatically know you're going to win, you're going to get all your money back, and then you just fucking cash it out.
Yeah. Well, so for the listeners that aren't here, I mean, this is pretty big news, but Savannah Guthrie is what show does she host in the morning? Is it
I think it's Good Morning America,
good
or
good
one. It's one of the ones.
good day? Yeah, she hosts one of like
Good
the
day.
biggest morning shows in the
Yeah.
U.S. It's on every day. She's been doing it for a long time. Her 84-year-old mother was kidnapped overnight and is now being held for ransom. And yes, there was like a ransom note. Then there was a second ransom note. They've missed deadlines for paying this, but they're demanding the ransom on the in Bitcoin, and that's what
It's the Today Show.
Today Show, and that's what somebody was saying about it in general. They were like, it's like Bitcoin is the worst thing to like get your payment in as a criminal, because if you do it in Bitcoin, it's gonna like they can track it. It's on the blockchain for forever. There's no escaping it. You can't hide it or anything. That's what it is. And they can monitor it and see if money's pulled or taken from it. That's how they caught like that brother and sister that stole, the tens of billions of dollars in crypto. There's, dead crypto wallets that are floating around out there.
Right. There's like the guy who invented Bitcoin has a wallet, and it's got like an insane amount of money in it, and and you can look at it and know that all that Bitcoin is still in that wallet.
Didn't he sell some recently? I heard a rumor.
I don't know. I don't know. There's always bullshit.
How you feeling about the Bitcoin crash? Imagine getting paid a ransom in Bitcoin and then
it crashes like that.
Crashes.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be so fucking funny, because you're already going to take a discount just to like wash it in the first place. Like if you could figure it out. But yeah, the Bitcoin crash. I think it's crazy. I thought like the floor would be like nowadays would be like 80 G's, like, and then it just went right through 80, right through 70, and then almost hit fucking 59,000. It got down to like 61,000. It's crazy.
What's it at now? Right now, it's back up.
I think it's like at 69. 60, maybe 6-7.
But there's a lot of people who lost a shit ton of money who bought it.
It is actually at 67.
Oh wow, 6-7. Yeah, they just keep releasing videos. They're offering $50,000 for information in the case. I mean, yeah, the app on her pacemaker disconnected from her phone, so it's like she's got a pacemaker. Like, that's just worst person you could kidnap is like
unless you got the money really quick. Unless you got the money really quick and just got rid of her, like in a day. But
like dropped her back off. You were like, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, if it's a quick turnaround, sure.
Right. But 10 days, dude.
With her
and the person that they got questioning, they picked him up at a traffic stop. Bro. When you're saying that he looks bulky, do you think he like made himself look fatter than he is on purpose? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like he's wearing like multiple shirts. Like he's tried to he looks like puffed up a little bit with his jacket. He's definitely got a jacket on top of a jacket, like with a backpack.
Maybe it's Steve Bannon, because he wears like 3 button downs.
That's true, with a vest, with like a
Jurassic allegedly Park, Steve. Don't allegedly
safari,
Steve.
A safari vest on. It just smells like ass, apparently.
I'm sure he does. Of course he does.
But they still believe that she's alive and she's out there, and you can't fault him for that. But whole thing's pretty crazy. Deadline for the ransom, which was demanded.
Do you not think she's alive? Do you not think she's alive?
I mean, no. I mean, it's just the longer time goes by, I think it's less likely.
We know that because we watched the first 48.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's just teetering. And like with her health issues, I highlight this person. If you're going to kidnap an 84-year-old woman, I doubt you're the nicest person in the world and are going to make sure she's taking all of her stuff or go refill her prescription. So it's like, this is a shitty person who kidnapped like a very vulnerable elderly woman. That's fucked up. Like, and that's like, if the longer he keeps her, the less likely it is that she is. And that's terrible, but that's just the facts, where it's like, no, that's why like we protect our elderly, is because this is gross. Like, that's just disgusting.
Yeah, no shit. Do you think that this person knows? You think that they know him? Do you think they're a family member?
I think if they're a family member, it's a distant family member or a connection through a family member. So maybe the family member doesn't necessarily know, but it's somebody that they know, right? Like somebody that they know that's adjacent, like an acquaintance met the grandma 4 or 5 times, but it's like buddies with someone who's in the family and they see them regularly. So, like, I think if they get caught, if that person get caught, it's going to be because a family member's like, hey, this dude's made weird comments. They can clear that person and say they had nothing to do with it. and then they go after that person, and it's been like, nah, he was making weird comments or he made weird jokes. Like I think that's how they're gonna end up catching him. But someone's gonna like say some stupid shit. But also like how long can you hide an elderly woman from the world outside? Like
Forever.
unless you're like
No, I
super
don't know.
super reclusive and you like don't interact with people, that's a very like demanding like hostage to take. So that's just like very confusing on how long you think you could keep that ruse up without people noticing that like you're not letting people in or you're not showing up to work. Like it was only, so much time, or like, oh, I'm on a road trip, oh, it's just me and like my elderly grandma in a moo that she's been wearing for 2 weeks. Like no one's gonna buy that at some hole in the wall motel in like Portland, Oregon. You're gonna get scooped up, you're gonna get popped. Like that's, you know it's
Is Harvey Levin a national treasure? Like, TMZ just always coming through with the scoops.
it's true. They just got a lot of money. So they're just like, all right, we'll pay you how much for this tip?
But also, I think people just know that they could go there. But I think it's more than just money. I think they're actually good at their job.
Oh, I don't disagree. But I mean, it's like the movie Nightcrawler, which is a great movie. Or yeah, like he's really good at his job, and whenever he's got his own fleet of vans and he's doing his thing at the end, like he deserves it, but he's still kind of like scummy and skeevy. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, whatever.
I mean, and that's a little extreme because that guy's like really terrible, but I digress. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if there's more information that comes out. But yeah, movement in the Bitcoin wallet, somebody in custody, and they released 2 videos and a bunch of stills of this fucking weirdo. What a weirdo, dude. I can't. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Next one from NPR, KERA, and viewers like you. Federal judge acknowledges abusive workplace in court order. So this is done by Carrie Johnson. U.S. Court of Appeals, Fourth Circuit Court in Richmond, Virginia. An unnamed federal judge acknowledged to investigators the atmosphere in their chambers at times resulted in a abusive workplace. Are you shocked? Like when I was reading this, I wasn't even shocked. Like what? Working for a judge in a courtroom can be abusive? Shocker. Like that sounds like some good old boy shit, you know?
I know when I first started reading the article, I was confused because I was like, well, what's the office? Where's the office? It was
And
like,
it's
no,
like, it's his office.
yeah.
That's crazy. And agreed to take corrective measures after a law clerk complained about bullying, according to an order made public Tuesday at the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit. The order described allegations that a judge subjected clerks to harassment, verbal abuse, and erratic behavior during the COVID-19 pandemic. For example, the judge expected clerks to give weekly updates on some 200 cases assigned to them and would unleash a verbal browbeating if the clerks could not provide the exact details at a moment's notice, the order said. On another occasion, the judge banged on the door when a clerk was using the bathroom chambers, yelling, "That's my bathroom." That's awesome. It might be his bathroom. Is it in his office? Like how, like you're gonna. I feel like judges just power trip. So like if you're dealing with like a boomer judge right now who's like teetering on retirement, I'm sure that dude's a nightmare to deal with. That's my bathroom. And I feel like you got to be in the game pretty long or do something significant to reach like a fourth circuit judge, like federal judge. You got to be in the game. You got some skin in the game. So I feel like they
No, even or just get appointed by Trump.
yeah, or yeah, you're just like, blunt, whatever.
Yeah, or what's her name down in Florida?
The order did not identify the judge in question, but 2 sources familiar with the process told NPR that the judge was Lydia K. Grigsby of Maryland. Judge Grigsby, 58, was appointed by President Biden and confirmed by the Senate for a lifetime tenure in 2021. Earlier in her career, Grigsby worked for the Justice Department and served as counselor to the Senate Select Committee on Ethics. She also worked as the chief counselor for privacy and information policy for the Senate Judiciary Committee. Judge Grigsby did not respond to the message left on her voicemail chambers on Tuesday afternoon. The circuit executive, James Isadi, also had no immediate response. A spokesperson for the Administrative Office of the U.S. Courts in Washington declined to comment. The newly published order signed by Chief Judge Albert Diaz of the U.S. Court of Appeals, which oversees Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia, concluded that at least some of the allegations may be explained by poor communication, unstated assumptions, or misunderstandings between the judge and the law clerks. But Diaz did find a workplace culture where clerks feared asking questions and faced health issues that they attributed to such stress from their clerkships. Both complaining clerk, both complain, both the complaining clerk and the person's co-clerk accepted transfers out of Judge Grigsby's chambers before their 2-year clerkship ended. One of the clerks served only 2.5 months before the transfer. I mean, yeah, this isn't shocking. I feel like there's definitely a culture. I'm sure that in some way that judge put up with shit like that when she was growing up in the game, you know? I feel like she probably dealt with some of that shit, so now she feels entitled to treat people like that.
Maybe, or I don't know. Like, they did this shit with Amy Klobuchar, the senator over in Minnesota,
Yeah.
and like she like apparently threw like a stapler at like somebody. I don't know. Maybe like men act like this all the time, and it's like when a woman's in charge, they're like, "Oh, she's being bossy and mean."
I mean, maybe there are those people, but I do feel like there's got to be something to it. There's got to be some enough to substantiate the claim so that she's just like being shitty. I mean,
Right, but like you were saying, how many fucking male judges are probably shitty?
oh yeah, well that's what I'm saying. I think it's just
All of them.
a I feel like that would be something where like to have skin in the game that long and reach that point, they probably feel entitled to act a certain way and
Or you were
conduct
saying like
themselves a
how
certain way.
to become a billionaire you got to be a dick. Maybe to
Yep.
become like a fourth circuit judge you got to be a dick.
And a lifetime appointment. So like you can't kick me out. You can't kick me out.
Yeah.
So that's also
Can we
like
get rid of those? Like, who the fuck decided that was a good idea?
yeah, it's pretty dumb.
I know. Forefathers.
That's a bad idea. Like oh, but
Yeah.
judges are for life.
And I think their
No
thought was like,
kings. No
I think
kings though.
I think the thought was like, so then they won't be like subject to like political whims because like, it doesn't matter who's in office, but it's like, nah, you're just getting assholes in there, and then there's never leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty wild. I like I said, when I was reading it and I understood what it was talking about, I was like, oh, this totally is believable. It's wild that it was like erratic behavior during COVID. I do feel like that was a tough time for judges. I think that's kind of overlooked. Like, there's an amazing rabbit hole during COVID's when I really got into watching court proceedings because they'll stream a lot of stuff. And Zoom and COVID really expanded that market for them to do that. So seeing what judges deal with on Zoom court hearings is pretty crazy. So I can imagine that that was a rough time for all of them, but that still doesn't excuse her like treating people shitty. And that's wild that they have like we have a source that says it's this person and we called and left her a voicemail. Like imagine going through all that to not have your name get out and then your name still gets out. That means you still got haters in the building, you know?
You mean like all of the Epstein victims?
Yeah. 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 There you go. Boom. Explosion sound. Next article. Who are the 6 men named in the unredacted Epstein files? So yesterday, was it? Or the day before yesterday, the Senate committee was given an opportunity to view unredacted files. Now those unredacted files were still redacted from when they were redacted in March. So they still had tons of redactions in them. But they did notice there were some people's names, 6 guys' names that were redacted for what they said no reason. I don't understand how they came to the conclusion that it was for no reason because they already redacted everybody else.
Because they went and asked him, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're right. These
He's
weren't
like, why
supposed to
are
be
these 6
redacted."
people?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, so then they unredacted them. But Rokon, or what is it? Is it Kana? How do I pronounce his name?
Rokana, yeah.
Yeah, Rokana, the U.S. congressman, dude, he's all over TV talking shit.
I know.
Publicly revealed.
He's the U.S. representative of like the Silicon Valley
Yeah.
district.
And he's been working hand in hand with Massey. So he's been
Thomas
working
Massey, who's a Republican.
across the aisle to really get this stuff done. But he publicly revealed the names of six men whose identities were redacted from the Epstein files, including Les Wexner, a billionaire retail magnate who the FBI appear to have labeled as a co-conspirator. That's not a shocker. Les Wexner is the person who put Epstein on the map, gave him power of attorney, made him basically the man behind the money for, Victoria's Secret and all of those brands that he was running at the time. Like, so Les Wexner put Epstein in power. Like, he gave him all of his money. So that's not shocking that this like creepy old man who gave another creepy dude at the time, who then became also a creepy old man, a bunch of money, and he was like, yeah, he's definitely a co-conspirator. Like he's the
I
reason
knew
why
I'd heard
Epstein
his
is
name, but
rich.
I was like forgetting like where I'd heard it.
Yeah, he's from the
Because like
Genesis.
all the other names are
He
like
was his first
sound
big
like Russians.
client. He was his first big client. That was it. It was like he was his first big client. He put him on the map, and so
So
they're
basically, you're telling me that Jeffrey Epstein had a video of this dude like doing some fucked up shit and then blackmailed him to get all his money.
or they were doing fucked up shit together,
Right, right.
and after doing fucked up shit together, like he just continued it, and he was like, "Oh, this guy's useful to me. Kind of keeps me in the shadows, lets me do whatever, and he likes to go mingle,
You don't think he
socialize."
just straight blackmailed him?
I mean, no, I don't think so. Because I mean, I
That's
think
what
that
that's how I think he got all the money. Is that you all of a sudden you have tapes of these dudes fucking
yeah,
molesting
but
children.
yes, but to have that money, to have that influence, and be in those circles, he got put on by Les Wexner. So it's like Les Wexner put him in the room with those people, gave him the money, gave him the validation and the social status to be able to navigate and then create that blackmail. So maybe he did at some point, but they were obviously doing weird stuff together. And then I think it became something more over time. They realized there was an opportunity that they could capitalize off of it and use this as a way to influence and get stuff that they want done, be it whatever the fuck it is. But they were like, oh, if we have this, then we have this power over these people. And these people are so powerful that these are the people we want to have something over. And, Maxwell's dad was a propagandist, financier, and like serial blackmailer from the UK. So it's like her dad was like,
And he like worked for the Mossad, I
yeah,
thought.
he was a Mossad agent who owned a media production or like a printing company. So he did like magazines and all
Dude,
sorts of shit.
you know what I saw? Or I saw this IG reel, and it said, Ghislaine Maxwell's sister owns Amber Alert. Think about that. I was like,
Dude,
what?
that's wild. There's so many
But it's
like
like, dude,
Amber Alert.
owns Amber Alert. Nobody owns Amber Alert.
Yeah, nobody does. I remember
No.
when they came up with
Yeah.
that too. It was fucked
Yeah.
up. The representative from California during his speech on the floor, following the Department of Justice, where he and Thomas Massey, a congressman from Kentucky, spent 2 hours reviewing. Had 2 hours to look at 3.5 million documents. The six men that were named were Wexner, the Victoria's Secret founder, Sultan Ahmad bin Salyem, the CEO of DP World, and an Emirati billionaire businessman, and four others identified as Nicola Caputo, Salvatore Nuara, Zurab, Mike, Mike Ladzi, and Leonic Lenove.
Don't those all sound like Russians?
Yeah. Khan did not provide evidence of wrongdoing against them, nor have they been charged with a crime in connection with Epstein. We have found six men that have been hiding in 2 hours. Imagine how many men they are covering up for in those 3 million files, which is true. He said that when he and Massey identified their redactions for the Justice Department, they acknowledged their mistake and revealed the identities, and said a majority of the files remained redacted. Epstein admitted guilt in 2008 after completing a 13-month sentence. He died of apparent suicide, yada, yada. Les Wexner, Sleazebag. He did Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie and Fish, Bath and Body Works, and maintained a financial relationship with Epstein, who handled his investments for many years. In a lengthy investigation, Wexner is attributed as a person who launched Epstein's financial status from millionaire to plutocrat. Aside from the money, he is the greatest value to Epstein was he imbued him with credibility and credentials. Just like I said, like he validated him. He appears to have been labeled as a co-conspirator with Epstein, though he faces no charges. The Sultan, he owns DP World, a multinational ports and a logistics enterprise with operations spanning from 80 countries. He is the brother of Mohammed bin Salman. That's wild. The head of FIA, which governs the world's motorsports, or Mohammed bin Salem, which governs the world's motorsports championships, including Formula One. Recently discovered documents said that he met with a girl 2 years ago, went to American University in Dubai. Um, yeah, where he made some inappropriate comments. She got engaged, but now she's back with me, he said. Dang. Messi also said that the names were unredacted. It appears the Justice Department confirmed that Salem was the recipient of an email from Epstein in which he said, "I loved the torture video." So that's the dude. That's
Jesus
the dude.
fuck.
That's the dude who said he loved the torture video. Nicola Caputo, a man, is an Italian politician and presented his country in the European Parliament between 2014 and 19 before taking senior position at Campania's regional administration, but not verified. But no verified evidence confirms that the individual mentioned is officially in their officially released documents. Nothing really on them. It's not known yet who this person is or how they are connected to Epstein. Salvatore Na Nuara, that's wild. Zurab Mike Michaelzlowski, that's a terrible name, is not known who this person is or how they're connected. Creepy. Leonic, not known and how this person is connected. That's super creepy. So some of these names that have been revealed, they don't even know who these people are yet.
We know who they are.
Well, I mean, we don't know who they are.
We know who they are. Fucking Russians, bro.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, but what if those are code names?
It's so funny that like we were all talking about like the P tape and all that shit. Like, what does Putin have on Trump? It's like the fucking Epstein files exist.
Yeah. And there's all these Russians that are like swirling around Epstein. Those could be fake like pseudonames for these people. Like KGB pseudonyms. My name is Zurab Mikaltalowski. My name is Mike Gizkowski. They're like from Monsters Inc. No, I have never seen Monsters Inc. I do not look under bed. But hi, this is my friend Jeffrey. This is Donald. Like, right? Like, it's like super weird. Like, but it's crazy that out of the 6 names they re-released, they don't even know who the fuck 3 of them are. No, that's weird because
I know, but what's going on with the FBI? Like even before Cash Patel, like Jesus Christ.
And this is when it was an open investigation. So like whenever Biden was in office, whenever it was open investigation again, he got arrested. You can't release any of this information because it's an active investigation. Then the investigation ends, and that's whenever you can release the information. And now they're refusing to do it. But I'm sure if they would have known all of this and they could have legally released this information, they would have released it. Like, it's pretty fucked up.
Maybe.
No, I think so.
Depends who the other redacted names are.
Because you saw, like, I mean, Lauren Bobes, she saw some of the information and she was super pissed. When she was leaving, she was like, "What are we doing? Like, what's going on?" She was extremely upset with the fact
it's
that
like I know it just sucks because it was so obvious that
I know, but some of them like truly believe that wasn't the case. And look, if that's what they believe, then that's what they believe. But it's those same people are furious because they're seeing this information, and it's like this is something that's hopefully is kind of universal for women where they don't want to tolerate this shit, and like these guys should totally be like raked across the coals. So let's fucking do it, Like, what are we?
And hopefully not just women.
No, but I mean, but especially like, that's the reason why the Bobes are even crazy, super insecure, make a Reddit and talk about how hot I am, Nancy Mace, is still like, hey, no, I'm signing this petition and I'm not taking my name off of it. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, who are these guys? Are some of them in this room? I would like to know. And that's where I think that they, unite in a different way. Because it unites women in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure. But they released all these dudes' names. There's more coming, and we've had people in prominent positions of power in the UK resign. I think
I know, as I know, like there's
Prince
people
or
losing
King
their fucking.
Charles said that his brother should be investigated. They were like we should investigate Andrew and everything he was doing. Like the pendulum is swinging everywhere else in the world because of
I
this,
know.
except for here.
Keir Starmer, the prime minister, he knew about his this dude's like involvement with Epstein, and he made him the UK ambassador, or yeah, the UK ambassador to the United States. And now it looks like Keir Starmer might lose his fucking job.
Oh wow.
I know. Like the government might fall in the UK because of the Epstein files, but not the United States. And Donald Trump is listed in the Epstein files more times than they say meth in Breaking Bad in all 8 seasons combined.
Yeah, they said that they say his name more in the Epstein files than Harry Potter across the entire Potter series.
Think about that.
It's a lot, man.
Ghislaine Maxwell's sister owns Amber Alert. Think about that.
Yeah, think about that.
What?
That's crazy. But what is funny is, we talked about this last episode, is just that, some of these people were right. They were just right about the wrong people.
And when we say they're right, I mean you mean like they like believe
That there
what
was like
the
elite
QAnon what
people.
QAnon was saying. It's not
Yeah,
like
there's like
it's
elite
not like
people.
they fucking knew anything.
Yeah, but there's like elite people doing fucked up shit.
Right.
Like that was
I heard Steve Bannon and Epstein started QAnon on purpose
Mm-hmm.
in order to make it like it seem like a fucking conspiracy theory to like put the and then use it against their enemies.
Well, and there's correspondence of Jeffrey Epstein meeting with the people who own 4chan.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that meeting, that's whenever the SOL like 4chan thread starts. And that's where like Pizzagate came from. That's where all of those came from. It came out of that same 4chan thread, which
Yeah.
started shortly after Jeffrey Epstein. So there are some like weird connect the dot things where it's like, yeah, there's disinformation. And then, like I think I said last episode, there is that unedited interview of Jeffrey Epstein being interviewed by Steve Bannon, which is super cringy because it's like a total PR campaign to try to make him not look like a scumbag. He solicited tons of people, including the Duchess of Wales, to write a letter. Fergie, yeah, to ask her to write a letter claiming that he wasn't a pedophile so he could get back in good graces. Like half of those emails are him like scrambling trying to get people to vouch for him because after post conviction.
Well, it worked for a while.
I mean, yeah, it did and it didn't because it wasn't successful, but he was trying really hard. And who knows, like if he doesn't get caught up again, if there's not a resurgence, if there's not that article that comes out that kind of brings all these accusations back to light and makes everybody be like, yeah, wait, what the fuck did happen with that? If that doesn't happen, maybe he's successful in doing it. He was already navigating some of those circles, felt comfortable.
Have you seen these like clips of like some dude in Israel walking around looking like Epstein?
Yeah,
What do you think about that?
that's pretty weird. There's also like a Fortnite account that's little
Also, I heard
like
that yeah, like when he got banned off of Xbox Live was because he like was a registered sex offender, and so he couldn't be on Xbox Live. But
no, I
then
think it was because he
I
was
heard
like
it was,
trolling and harassing people.
well, then I heard it was because he wouldn't help Bill Gates with his STD.
I heard that too.
Yeah, and Bill Gates, was running Microsoft, which owns Xbox. So
the
stupid.
they like we just live in like the different disinformation era.
It's
It's
insane.
wild.
Yeah.
Final article. Homeowner furious after HOA tries to stick him with a $15,000 bill. Their actions are not those of a responsible adult. This is from Simon Sage. A veteran is butting heads with his local homeowners association over plumbing costs. The roots of a tree owned by the Las Vegas HOA ruptured underground pipes, incurring nearly $15,000 in costs to the nearby homeowner Larry McKillen. He's been trying to get his HOA to pay for the damage, but emails back and forth with them are mostly fruitless. They agreed to pay the original $8,000 estimate, but McClellan was left to take out a loan to cover the difference. He has owned the property for over 20 years. I'm so glad the house I bought is not in an HOA. Like, I like seeked that out. Don't
Do
want
you
to deal
remember
with
when I
that.
ran for HOA president and lost, and then the next year the HOA president sent out the election results of the previous year, and it showed how they had so many more votes than I did. Remember this? And then I went to the fucking election, and I found out the HOA president didn't live in the condo complex, and so everybody's down there filling out their ballots, and I go, Madam President, and she like got all like perky, like she didn't know who I was. And she got all perky because I called her Madam President. I was like, I just had a quick question. Do you live here in the condo complex? She's like, what, and then everybody like looks up. And I'm like, yeah. Do you live here? She's like, no, my daughter does. And then you just hear this like, and she lost. She lost that election. That's what happens.
Damn, dude, subversive. We're still the tree that did the damage is still there and impacting the new toilet McClellan has installed during the repairs. HOAs can be a major impediments to proper tree management. Many are overzealous in tree cutting, and while some simply don't know how to properly prune mature trees. Maintaining the balance between mature trees and and safety can be delicate, but when done properly, entire neighborhoods reap the benefits. Trees combat urban heat island effect, and shade with shade and transportation or transpiration. There are cornerstones of ecosystem support. This dude copied this from like Chat GBT, acting as a much needed home for pollinators. Best of all, mature trees improve local air. Um, yeah, fuck that. This is the problem with HOAs though. Is like so they're in charge of pruning this dude's trees. They're not doing it. They damage his house, and now they don't want to pay for it. But what's crazy is if you get a bunch of fines from an HOA, there's ways in some places where they take people's houses for not paying their HOA fines. Like they take them to court and try to reclaim their house and then sell it. Seeing that happens a lot more than people realize actually. I couldn't
Dude,
do it.
my HOA fees are like 500-600 bucks a month.
That's crazy.
It's like built into our rent, you know,
Yeah,
but still.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how can they do that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Is like, how is that legal? It's so wild to me that these
I
HOAs
mean,
are
we
like,
have like a community pool, and they do all of the lands, like all the like landscape shit, front, side to side.
for the houses. See, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't
because
want that.
it's like a townhouse.
I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want them doing my shit. Back up. I'll do my own yard. But then if I do that, you're gonna
They
find
even
me.
like painted. They even painted our house recently.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah,
Still too much money. Fuck that.
that's a lot of money.
Fuck a HOA. Like it's like then if like I wanted to put in my big mega fence, I'd be fighting somebody's grandma about how it's too tall. Like I just don't want to listen to that shit. I don't want to pay somebody money for them to tell me what I can and can't do at my house. But just sounds weird. Call me American, but that's what I am. I just want to drink my beer, kiss my fish.
Kiss my fish.
Yeah,
Does he
hell
actually
yeah.
say kiss my
Yes, he
fish?
actually says kiss my fish. That's the first thing. I just want to kiss my fish. First thing, like, cause like like oh look at this fish I caught. You could just say like, or
Is
maybe
he
it's
not
catch
allowed
my
to do that?
fish, but it sounds like he says
Yeah, it's
kiss my
probably
fish.
catch, bro.
No, it sounds like kiss, bro. If he's saying
Dude.
catch and he made it sound that much like kiss, then that's like it's kiss. Like Colin Oates, kiss your fish kiss is on my list.
I love the fact that you think that you know that it might be catch, but you still went with kiss.
Yeah, because it's kiss, bro. That's what it is. If even if he meant to say it, he screwed up and he made it sound like kiss. Therefore, this homie kissing fish, dog. Like straight up, like that's just what it is, bro. Own it, you
Dude,
porpoise loving motherfucker, dude. You're
fucking blowfish.
a gay fish, like Kanye West in South Park. Like straight up, like that's it. That's you, dog. Like
Definitely not a
you
starfish,
like
homie.
fish sticks? Yeah. What are you, a gay fish? Like that's your life now, bro. And that's cool, but you did that the
There's
turning
nothing
point.
wrong with it.
You did that at the turning point show. So everybody here knows that you're into fish in a weird way, and that's like that's not conservative. There's nothing conservative
And we're
about
not
that.
talking about the pH fish. Like you're not out there like traveling with the band doing mushrooms or something.
No, that's what they used to do before they had kids and tried to pretend like they didn't enjoy their lives earlier,
Yeah.
Like most people of that generation, they're like, you can't do drugs, but I used to take acid and go follow around the dead. You're like, oh, okay, that makes tons of sense. Okay, Graham. Okay, Gam Gam.
Cam.
If you had a choice, would you live in an HOA area or would you not live in an HOA area? If you had to pick, if you had a choice, would the
I don't know,
benefits
dude.
outweigh the annoyance?
It just depends. That's why I try to run for HOA, so I'm in charge.
What were you gonna change?
I'm the captain now.
What?
Well, this one wasn't changing. It was the very first president because it was a brand new condo complex.
Hmm.
And there's nothing to change. I was gonna build an empire, like Costco.
Cosmo. I'm raising your HOA fees to 800. Give me that paper. I need that right now, please. Thank you. Okay, bye.
That's how you would say it.
Yep, and that's a voicemail I leave. audio message in Teams. Everybody in the HOA's got to join Teams so I can just so I can harass you at any time. HOA.
Shout out again to Microsoft.
Yeah, let's go.
Start paying your boys. Also meditate, bitches.
Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, share, whatever, comment. We just appreciate you checking us out. And hopefully y'all are being safe out there. And shout out to all of our international listeners. We fucking love you guys. It's super crazy.
Shout out Greece.
Shout out Greece.
These guys, listeners in Greece.
It took you long enough. No,
I know, dude. Paraguay's out here in the fucking top 10. We just got Greece 4.5 years in. Sleepy over there.
I'd be too, though. It's nice. I'd be just relaxing, bro.
Yeah,
I'd be vibed out. I'm like all white with some
tzatziki sauce.
Crazy blue waters. But yeah, no, we just appreciate y'all checking us out and make sure y'all are good, be safe, stay out of trouble, don't do anything crazy, and as always, go fuck yourselves.
Shout out Euros.